him beat me up
if
before
him
my
ever
flight.
beat you again. So guys, I got this one in my inbox. People, thank you so much for submitting your stories to me. Don't forget you can gift any one of my videos, and don't forget TikTok don't really like these adult stories really, so go ahead and follow my YouTube and my Instagram, please, just in case I get kicked off TikTok for any reason. So let's go. Dear pastor, I am not a pastor. I'm just somebody who tells people's story. So let's do it. Dear pastor, I used to live in Jamaica, but I don't anymore. When I was in Jamaica, I used to talk to a man. He was older than me. He was in his 40s and I was in my 20s. He was nice when he is nice to me, but he can get quite abusive. Like when he thinks I was cheating on him, which I did because he was doing the same, and he didn't have the time for me. He's not the lovely type. He's the kind of man you would say he's rough, but I was in love with him until he gave me my last beating. It was the night before I went back overseas. He was gone all day and was coming back in the night. Since it was my last day in Jamaica, I thought it would be fair if he would spend the day with me, but he didn't. So I was at my cousin. It was around 8 p.m. and he started to call me and I didn't answer because I was disappointed in him. So I got a call from my father asking me where I am, and I told him, and he said my boyfriend was calling him at that time and I was on my way home. As soon as I went to the house, he started ripping off my clothes. I was screaming and telling him to stop. He checked my underwear and didn't find what he was looking for. So he started to smash my phone. At this point, I was naked. He started to beat me and I was screaming. All right, miss, me no want to take serious thing, make joke, you know. But you say him tear off your drawers, you tear off your clothes and look in your drawers. Why you do sniff your drawers scratches? What exactly him did I look for? Brother, so man. Yeah, children in our house. Anyway, I was screaming for help. It was so bad I thought he was going to kill me. Wow. Then he stopped. So I grabbed my phone to see if it was working, which it was. Then I tried to call the police. I didn't get anyone. It just ring. At this point, me know him did I go kill me. So I called one of his family member and told him what was going on. Then he heard me on the phone and I ran back in the room with a leather belt and started slapping me all over my body and dragging me into the bathroom. Told me to bathe. At this point I was bleeding all over. I cried and I was off my balance and put on some clothes. There was belt mark all over and there were bleedings. The next morning was my flight, so I want to sleep. In the morning I got up and I had to peel myself off the bed because all the scars were bleeding, and not to mention when I had to take off my clothes, I had to go in the shower and get them off. Because they were stuck on my body. Oh, I had to wear long sleeve clothes to the airport. The car ride there was silent. I had my bag with my stuff in my hand, and I hugged it so tight. Wow. See, as soon as the car reached the airport, it not even stop. Me jump right out and run right into the airport, and me not even look back to see if him did drive off or come behind me. Me never feel safe until I was upstairs. There is a part two. Can I please have the part two? Cause girl, there's some crazy shit right here. Can you imagine your last night? Probably man never when you left and me no know girl that brother. Fuckery can done. Wickedness can done.